guess what? It's TIE Pilot update time! Yeah! It was super lame. Hello and welcome back to Blue's Armory, where yes, it is TIE Pilot update time. It has been a few months since I did anything related to my TIE Pilot costume. Where did we leave it last time? We had the chest finished, the chest box finished, we had the back finished, and we obviously had the helmet finished. And I kind of left it off saying there was so much more to do and I was stuck with a few things and I just didn't know where to go from it. So we're gonna get back into doing it. I've decided that it's just sat around and it's really bothering me that it's just sitting around doing nothing. So I'm going to try and finish this, minus the boots, because I still need to buy the boots. But then we'll put on the Imperial Officer boots and pretend that it's fine. Let's get on with the TIE Pilot. At the moment, no update, but we'll go to the building process. So let's go build a TIE Pilot costume. Finally. Go. So we have our bits done. These are the shoulder straps and these are the final back pieces. They have been pretty much sanded down, filled, and they look good enough, and I'm happy with that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to paint everything black, get the back bits, these bits, get them glued in and mounted onto the back, and then we can call the back done. And then we're going to go about figuring out how we're going to get these rigid, hard plastic straps to work with the costume. I think I have a pretty good idea. And I think it might just work. Also, we're going to need to figure out how to get my hoses to stay into the chest box and into the helmet, because the magnet system that I built is cool, and I'll show you it, but it doesn't really work that well. So we'll come up with something different. Now, I don't know if I've shown this system yet, so I'm going to show you how I thought of kind of putting these bits together. So we have our TIE Pilot hose, and I thought that we could maybe add a magnet to the end and just let the magnet into there. Now, this looks really cool, but if you the magnets aren't strong enough. I printed a part to go in here that would hold it and then glued the magnet down, and it does connect, and it's really cool, but it just also falls out very easily. And I'll show you what the plan for the helmet was as well. So the plan for the helmet was also the same, in that we had a magnet here and we were just going to, but again, it just breaks too easily. I don't know if it's because the magnets aren't strong enough, but we're going to need a different way to come up with this. What I'm thinking for this is that we just permanently attach the hoses to the helmet, because if we just take an empty hose end, we can sort of just jam it in there, and I'm really only going to wear it as a full costume, so I might as well just put them in all together. Why not? But let's work on those straps first. So here's my problem. I have the 3D printed plastic straps, which are supposed to go in these little tabs right here. Now the problem is that's not going to be very comfortable to wear, and eventually the plastic straps are probably going to start not being able to fit me and break and all that. It's a whole issue. I know people get rubber casted straps, but I'm going to try it a different way. What I do have is lots of this strapping. So my thought is, if I can solder a little hole underneath here, and underneath the straps we thread this stuff, this is what's actually going to sit on my shoulder, and we should be able to adjust it to tighten it up and make it looser, and it's going to put less strain on the plastic 3D printed straps, and that's just going to go underneath and just hang sort of underneath my shoulder there. Now I thought about gluing them down, because I could just glue them down to the inside of this monstrosity. But what I also have is this old GoPro chest mount, which has some clips, and maybe I could make it removable so that I could also use the clips to clip myself in. So yeah, I think what we need to do first is try and figure out how we're going to get a hole underneath so that it comes through to the back. So let's try and carefully solder a hole. I'm not quite sure how well this is going to go, but we're going to give it a go anyway. So, dissection done, and I can confirm that a thread of nylon webbing now fits through there. That's pretty cool. Does it fit through the other one? Yes. Yes, it does. It's a little bit rough, so I might get some sandpaper in there just to tidy it up, because obviously I don't want it to tear the webbing. But that worked pretty well. Let's maybe try the front? I don't know. This is where we're at. So we've created the system that now I've actually gone with elastic instead of the webbing, but we made the holes inside and threaded some elastic through. It's fairly sturdy, which is good. Focus. It's fairly sturdy, and I think this is our system for putting together the TIE Pilot. So we're going to try and balance on the PLA printed shoulder straps and see if it works. Trying to get them to balance like this. My black straps. I was going to do this and then just press, hang on. Hello. Can we focus on my face, please? Don't just ignore what's going on behind me. The straps are painted, they're black. I was gonna just attach them and show you the finished piece, but I thought it'd be funnier to watch me try and do this because it's very delicate. So, trying to remember how. We're gonna go something like this, right? God, I think these straps are too big. Because that, let's do one at a time, right? That should go in and hold into there. And maybe we tack the elastic up here with some Velcro. So I mean, that's kind of what it's going to look like. There's a chihuahua behind me. It looks quite. It's like there's a lot of space for my little head to go in there. I would think the straps need to be more curved. It's starting to look like something though. The problem is, how are we going to attach these straps to the body. That's something I gotta figure out when I'm not upside down. Oh, this costume is difficult. I see why people just buy these. Anyway, let's go try and figure this out. Hello. So the elastic didn't work. I tried it on, it broke, and I dropped it, but yeah, back to the drawing board, I think. Basically, I don't know why I keep putting the camera in. Basically, the elastic, when you hang it, because it's going to be the thing resting on my shoulders, because it's elastic, it's got some stretch to it, which is not good when you want it to sit on your shoulders, because it's kind of, I mean, these things aren't heavy, but they aren't light, so this is pulling down as you're trying to hold it, and that's going to put strain on however I connect the straps, which means they're probably going to break off. So I think we're going to have to go with webbing and clips, which is not a problem. I just need to find where I put all that webbing. But yeah, this is proving to be a little bit more difficult, but let's try and figure it out. Okay, can't do it. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Can't do it. I can't do it. So as you may have seen, we have struggled with that. The straps are just difficult. I'm not sure if people do 3D print straps and use them, but I cannot make it work at all. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is get some rubber casted straps and then sort of just figure it out like that. Otherwise TIE Pilot is just on an inevitable hold. But I will get those straps, okay? I will order them and they will be here, and then we'll finish this expletive costume finally. But that's not happening now. I'm about to go on holiday for 3 weeks. TIE Pilot's going on hold again. No, it was on hold, it was not on hold, and now it's on hold again. But I'm going on holiday for 3 weeks. I'm going to Disney World, I'm going to Galaxy's Edge. I've got to go be a Star Wars person. Yeah, I thought this video would be a little bit more exciting and a little bit more of an update, but if you can see, I'll show you. It's just kind of over there at the corner. It's in a pile of shame. Because I couldn't get it done. But yeah, hopefully it was interesting to try and watch me troubleshoot this and then completely fail. I'm not Adam Savage. There's no one-day builds here. But if we did like that, let me know. I can do more of these. Either way, thank you very much for watching. I will see you on the next video, which who knows when it's going to be. Until then, happy crafting. Have a great week ahead. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks very much. Goodbye.